Hey y'all, I just finished Persona 5 and I really would like to talk to someone about it. I have friends that have Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PS5, all of the above, but none of them have played Persona 5. And that makes me sad. So here I am talking about it to literally no one, yeah, everyone. My name is Anna. I'll be talking about video games and other stuff on here. I'm still to be determined. I just want to be more creative with my time. And I thought Persona 5 was a great place to start. Now, this is not going to be your in-depth video of Persona 5. If you want some of those, I can link some below that are really good. But this is just my opinions straight off the game. I just finished the game, 120 hours. You're wondering if it has content? It does. It definitely has 120 hours worth of content. And guess what? I didn't even unlock the second ending, or like the second part to the game. Didn't know that was a thing. Now I'm gonna break this up into 3 categories. I'm gonna break this up into positives, neutral points, nor here nor there, and then like my not so loved moments. And again, these are all my opinions. If you don't like it, click out, I'm sorry. And then we can begin. And if you hear like this creaking, cracking sound, it's my chair. I played Persona 5 Royale on my Nintendo Switch. It was lit. I don't think I had any issues or any bugs with the game. It ran super smooth. The game is extremely stylish. The menu options, I mean the vibe of Shibuya, and it's really, really cool. It is voice acted. I will say that the voice acting is really, really good in comparison to some other games, because I'm playing Dragon Quest 11 Definitive Edition, and that voice acting is garbage. It is so bad. Like, I cannot stay like engaged with the story, and I'm not reading all those text boxes, because let me tell you, Dragon Quest is a lot of text boxes, lots and lots and lots of text boxes. But back to Persona 5. I did love the music. The music was great. Sei Najima's Palace had the best music. I will also say that I love the layout of Shido's boat, the mouse animation in Shido's boat as well, especially the battle animations. So cute. And then I will say my favorite character is gonna be Futaba. I feel like she was the most intricate character. Like, you got to meet her in a whole different way, like through the text messages, and it just felt really well-rounded. Like, you got to meet her in this really like interesting way, and the way her character developed and just became a part of the team. She went from being so isolated to now part of the team. I really loved that for her. Moving on, Yusuke. I also really liked Yusuke. Although the painting like storyline was kind of like, whatever, like, I really like Yusuke as a character because he has like this moody edge, but he has so much beauty inside him, and he does bring a lot of comedic relief to the game. Now, moving on to my neutral points, I will say that this game does have a slower pace. I will say that this game is great for like a beginner player, someone who loves to read a lot, someone who loves anime, manga, is it manga? Manga, maybe? Someone who likes to read, because there is a lot of text. Now, it is voice acted, but some parts, especially with the social links, it's not voice acted. So if you don't like to read, sometimes you miss really good parts of the story because some parts are not voice acted. There is a fast forward function, but I will say if you fast forward through all the text, like sometimes you miss like really important parts of the game. The layout of the palaces are way better than Persona 4's. The dungeons or palaces in Persona 4, they were, I think, randomly generated, and it was just doors and hallways. And it was just so annoying. It was a task. So it was a great improvement. Not that Persona 5's palaces are perfect. They're just a great improvement from the previous games. I liked Morgana, but I didn't like Morgana. I thought she was cute. I was confused about her role. She was a bit random, like this cat that tags along. Where did she come from? I did like the fact that they made her a cat because, you know, cats are known for seeing into the other realm. They're into seeing shadows, right? Like they're into seeing, like it feeds into that cat superstition that they're seeing into this other realm, this other spirituality, these personas. I really like that about Morgana. But do I understand why she's there and why the character exists? No. She's trying to be Teddy, but she's not Teddy. But I like Morgana, that's the thing. I'm very conflicted with Morgana. She's a very big neutral point. Some like her, some don't like her. I'm neutral about her. Like I like her sometimes, I don't like her sometimes. But I think it's neat how they made the cat superstition of like them seeing into like other realms to this franchise where they're dealing with spirits and, you know, persona spirits, right? All right, let's go ahead and jump into my not so liked category. Now, these are personal opinions and these are just things that I took note of as I was playing the game. I do not like the music jumps from when you're in the palace and then you get into a battle. When you get into a battle, the music drastically spikes to where you have to adjust your headphones. I freaking hate that. Like that is a problem on the sound design. I should not have to be turning down the volume of my Nintendo Switch when a battle is initiated. Like, no. Even if I'm playing it docked, like, you don't want to be playing in your living room and all of a sudden you hear this like heavy rock music. Like it needs to be EQ'd. I don't know, like it's too loud for me. I don't like that you cannot save whenever. Like I wish that you could save at any point. I understand that when like big life events are happening and there's like a voiceover sequence, I totally understand that you cannot save there. I know that they added the safe rooms for you to save inside the palaces, where in the dungeons I don't think you could save. Don't quote me on that, but it's not enough. Sometimes you just want to save just because you want to save and you can't. I don't like that. You can only have 4 party members in a palace at a time, but the cutscenes will show that all the characters are there, either in dialogue or they'll show the physical character. It's so weird. Like, if I'm going in with 4 of my buddies, those 4 buddies should be in the cutscenes, not all 12 of us. You know what I mean? Those are just nitpicky things for me. Like, I have not played enough RPG games to understand it, but like, you know what I mean. I'm not gonna get into this. I'm just gonna say it. I wish the whole game was voice acted. I love the social links to a point. I don't know why I have to visit somebody 9 times in order to unlock the full potential. And especially if I have to see them 9, 8 times and I have to read all the texts. Please make it all voice acted. The voice acting is really good in Persona 5. If it was all voice acted, I know it would have taken longer, but it would have been a more immersive experience and I would have been more hooked. And there wouldn't have been those lulls, you know, like I feel like the lulls happen because you are constantly reading the text. There is a point where there is no voice acting in the game and it's just grinding with the social links. So I wish there was voice acting through the whole thing. I know I'm being picky because it's weird when you hang out with the twins. Although I understand that they tried to bring us an edge by creating a social link with Igor's kids or Igor's guardian or whatever. It was unnecessary. I thought like the interactions were really weird. Mementos, crumple, crish, crash, crush, throw it in the trash. They never needed mementos. Mementos was garbage. I found myself fast forwarding through everything. Mementos reminded me of the old dungeons in Persona 4, and that is something I never want to relive. Down with mementos. They didn't need it. They could have put more time, effort, and love into the mainline game, and they could have just trashed that mementos thing. My last, in my opinion, this is my least favorite thing about this game. The game is great, but the mature content, like that perviness, that first palace, like that first boss, it doesn't add anything to the story. There's so many other ways that they could have made this interesting, but I don't think there's a need for that mature content, especially in the high school realm. So in conclusion, I thoroughly enjoyed the Persona 5 experience. I don't think I'll pick it up again and replay it for 120 hours, but I am really excited to see what the developers have in store for us in the near future. If a Persona 6 comes out this year, I'm definitely getting my hands on it. It's amazing to see how the developers improved from the previous game to this game, and it just makes me feel like they're nurturing this baby project until it becomes a big boss baby bitch. I am excited to see what the future holds for us. Thank you so much for hearing me out. I had all of this information racked up in my head. I just needed to have verbal diarrhea a little bit. So thank you for hearing me out. Now I'm gonna be doing YouTube videos. I don't know what I want this channel to be. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I know that I want to talk about video games, maybe my life experiences, maybe some closet stuff. Don't know what the future holds for me, but I'm excited to start doing this, and hopefully I can do this more often. I feel like I enjoy talking about certain topics like video games, and it's just a nice little outlet. Well, hope you hear me next time. Toodaloo. And if you like this video, go ahead and click the thumbs up and subscribe. It'll mean the world to me.